What is up? Welcome in. This is a live recording, episode 112. We're talking about funnels. We're talking about what's most effective for 23, 24, and beyond, mostly 23 and 24. In the last episode 103, just went live over in Apple Podcast and Spotify, so you can grab that now. Talking about how to leverage video marketing in your online coaching business, how to do it a bit more effectively, to get all of the tips and reasons why you should be doing video and doing more video in your online business. Go tune in. You can find it in your favorite podcast player by going to pod.link/clients. Let's hop in. We're building off of a previous episode here today. I'll tell you where to get that one and which episode to go to here in just a second. For all of my current clients, past clients, friends, and family, drop me some emojis. Let me know. If you're a first-timer here, drop me the number 1. Would love to say hi to you while we're here live or in the replay. Let's hop in and let's get this going. Hey, what's up? Jeremy here from whatupjeremy.com, back with another episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in. In the last episode, we talk about community and the importance of building it. This is your number one asset and should be your number one focus, regardless if you're an online coach, consultant, course creator, or digital online creator, online entrepreneur. When it comes to what the focus of your business, of your priorities should be over the next 12, 18, 24 months and more. Community is your number one asset. And in the last episode, I give you the reasons why, to reinforce it if you're doing it, and to share with you a little deeper if it's something you've been considering, if it's an opportunity you know that you have, you might get a tip or two. You might get an insight or two that you may not be considering right now. So be sure to backtrack one episode to get all of that. Here in today's episode, I want to talk about what funnel you should be using to land clients in 2023 and 2024 when you think about the future of your online business. So let's hop in and let's talk about it. The number one funnel right off the top that you should be using in your online business, specifically if you're below 30K or if you're 100% reliant and exposed to pay traffic right now and just not doing this, and that is a social funnel. Now, in episode 74, we talk about, let me get the exact title for you. In episode 74, we talk about why social media is the only funnel you need to land clients consistently. And today I thought I'd share a little bit more and go deeper on why and a little bit on how to do it. And if you want more resources on this, you can always find me over on Instagram at whatupjeremy and send me the word group for your free invite into the Leverage Coach community, where we talk about this every single day and for how to leverage social media to get clients organically and to get to 30K a month. So a social media funnel is the number one funnel that you should be using, leveraging, and focusing in on in 2023 and in 2024. Reason number one is because it's simple, and simple always outperforms complex and complicated. If you need fancy tech and extra additional software in order to get clients, all of these things are points of opportunity for failure. These are points where you may not know how to use something. You may not know when something is breaking or is broken, and this prevents the flow of attention and therefore the flow of money from coming your way. And if you've ever relied on something like ClickFunnels, Lead Pages, Samcart, and have been reliant on that for you to collect emails or to get clients and to sell your stuff, like long form sales pages or sales or checkout pages, then you understand the complexity that can come with it. And these companies are amazing. They do an incredible job of making it sound so simple and like the everyday person can do it. And yes, everything is figure outable, but simple always outperforms the complicated. And you need one pathway for someone to find you and go from stranger to prospect to client. And it's very easy to complicate this whole flow. And it's very easy to inject unnecessary technology, software, and services just because you see another coach doing that. Chances are the coach that's doing that is in one of two buckets. They're either far ahead of you, and therefore it warrants in their business these sort of systems and technologies and softwares and services for them to get clients. And probably they have a team and a lot of things that you can't see below the line in their online business. And so from the surface, you just see the tip of the iceberg and you think that, oh, I got to go do these same things too. I got to go and spend $13 on this service and $40 a month on this other service and $100 a month on this service. And then you go and spend all of that money. Now you got to spend the time to figure it out. And now that is all time and attention you have taken away from doing your number one job as an online marketer, as an online coach, and being the marketer in your coach, which is selling, which is generating and creating and landing clients. And then after all of that, you've wasted 90 days and got to go and find a way now, because you've spent all of your money, to find a mentor or an online coach to help you out, when that should have been the first thing that you invested in to start with. So you don't need the unnecessary tech, and simple always outperforms the complicated. It's simple to start out with. And on top of that, even though there's more competition and more people posting and vying for the eyes and attention of your ideal prospects, you're still going to get free traffic. There has never been a way, like in the last 10 years and in the foreseeable future, for you to, for free, get attention and eyeballs on you and your unique personality and character, and then also on your offers by creating content and by being present. So you're getting free traffic, which gives you the ability to do what we talked about in the last episode, which is to build a community, to build a tribe of people. And you don't need tens of thousands of them. You don't need a K next to the amount of followers on your platform. 1,000 raving fans is all it takes. And I've seen online coaches with new social profiles with 200, less than 300 followers generate 5, 10, 15K in online revenue, and that kickstarts their online business. And so you believing that you need to have a huge ravenous audience of 10,000, of 100,000 and more is just holding you back. You only need 1,000 or so raving fans scattered throughout all of your social platforms and all of your online presence, let alone just one. So it's simple. It lets you get free traffic, and it allows you to build a community. And when you have a community, now you can make offers to warm prospects. Now you don't have to rely on cold DMs. Now you don't have to rely on paid traffic and getting the perfect ad in front of the perfect audience and having the right budget and everything and knowing what buttons to push and levers to pull and all these opportunities of things that you can mess up. And now you have a simple funnel that can outperform coaches who are running tens of thousands of dollars of paid traffic. And you can do this in a fun way without sales calls if you want, or with sales calls if you so desire. Reason number one, overarching, is because it's simple. And when you're starting your online business and ramping up to 15 to 30K a month, you have to go the simple route. And the more layers of complexity you add in, the more opportunities you have to not hit that every single month and to wind up extremely desperate for clients and desperate for money. And when you're vibrating at the energy and vibration of desperation, you only attract more people in that same sense, because you sell with your wallet. When you're broke, you think other people are broke, and therefore you attract people in who want more free stuff. Thing number one is you got to keep it simple. And the first reason why social funnel is the only funnel that you need is because it's simple. Second, this allows for you to show up every single day and serve. Once you have your social media accounts and you have your bio optimized with who it is that you help and what problem you help them solve, which is all you need in your bio, now what you can start doing is showing up every single day. One of the first ways that I'd recommend doing this, and this is in alignment with the concept of you showing up every single day and turning on the open sign. If you had a physical retail business or a physical bakery or a coffee shop, you got to turn on the open sign, unlock the doors, right? Make it look like life is going on. You got to do this in your online business as well. And so the first way that I'd recommend is using stories on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, and Snapchat, and wherever else stories is available. It's vertical video content that allows you to very quickly, wherever you're at, whatever you're wearing, sharing whatever you have going on in your business or going on in your life in that current moment. And this is a great way to also provide an insight behind the scenes into who you really are. There's a lot of coaches that want to show up and have the blazer on or the sport coat and pose in front of their fancy car or whatever it is. But for the majority of your prospects, life isn't perfect, and neither should you be. It's very easy to be robotic and to look robotic online and to look like everything is perfect and have a curated reality. But when you use the story function, this is your ability to be more transparent, to show your kids if you have them, to show your dogs if you have them, to show your coffee if you're having it, or what you're eating, in addition to giving value and giving tips and serving your audience by talking about their problems, by letting them know that there is a solution, and by widening that gap between where they're at right now and where it is they want to be and aspire to be. So that means talking about loud cars as they fly by the neighborhood. That means talking about their current frustrations and knowing those things and being grounded and present with them, because you're listening on sales calls and you're listening to what's going on in the marketplace by getting around your prospects and hearing their words. And then you're also matching their current frustrations with what happens if they don't do anything about it by talking about their fears and talking about the worst case scenarios and talking about how to avoid those things. On the contrary, on the other side, you're talking about where they immediately want to be. 5 inches away from where they want to be, 3 feet from where they want to be, 30 days from where they want to be, and also mapping that to their future aspirations. What happens when they get those current wants, and what happens on, when the grass is greener on the other side, what happens when they cross this cliff and get to this promised land. And when you're talking about those 4 things, frustrations and fears, wants and aspirations, what winds up happening is you create tension from where they're at right now and where they want to be, and this brings them closer to you. When you imagine a rubber band, when you pull it apart, what happens at that maximum tension, you let it go, it snaps, and they come to you. They send you the DM, they comment on your photo, they comment on your post, they comment or like on your story, and now you are in the mode of service. Show up daily using story. Show up daily using video. That could mean doing a podcast and then editing it, or that could mean setting up your camera and doing a video and sharing videos throughout the week, although that can be easily become a full-time job. So we have to focus on being of service first, which is why I'm such a fan of stories, because it's run and gun. You can shoot it and edit it, and it doesn't, or you can shoot it and post it, and it doesn't need to be super polished or perfect. If you guys watch my stories, I go every single day for a minute. I mess up all the time with my words and stumble over what I'm going to say and forget sometimes what I'm thinking, and I just roll with it. Partially to set an example that it doesn't have to be perfect for my clients and for you watching my podcasts and my stories and my content, and hopefully doing this to give you permission to be human and mess up. Also because that I don't want to spend the time, because that can be spent with my clients and with my prospects and doing other things in my life of instead of trying to get things perfect, because life isn't perfect. And in knowing that when you work with me, I'm not perfect either. I try my best, but I'm human, and I do talk fast and I do mess up my words, but I always aim to get it right and to get better every single day. And what better way to show that to your clients and to your prospects than by being human and not being super perfect or polished? Not that you aren't going to have days where you do your content and it does come out very good and perfect, but when you become more relatable by messing up and being okay with it and showing your unique parts of your personality and your unique character, these can be reasons why someone signs up with you over going with one of the big box coaches who is showing up with very pristine and polished content and copy and marketing materials that their team is helping them with, that you do not have the time or the wherewithal to work on and focus on for where you're at in business right now. Lives are also a great way, like I'm doing right now to record this podcast. You can do this just by showing people what you're doing on a day-to-day, by doing a Q&A, by coming up with questions beforehand and then answering them on a live. And now when you're doing this, these social platforms, the TikToks, the Instagrams, the Facebooks, they're going to reward you because most people are just doing the easiest method of posting and they're doing it over and over again. Whereas when you're doing that same kind of content, you're doing written, and you're doing photos, and you're doing story, and you're showing up live, you're creating this environment where people find your profile and they want to binge on you like Netflix, and they discover you because of an organic live or discover you because of a podcast, and then they go to your profile and there's new content that's being posted because stories can only be up for 24 hours, so they fear of missing out. They're going to want to check it out. And then now they go from you being a random stranger they found on YouTube, or they found on Snapchat, or they discovered on Instagram, or they found you in your Facebook group and you're brand new to them, to all of a sudden you're a familiar face, and you maybe have that moment to capture them when they're watching that video or that story or that live, to be talking about their pains and problems, to talk about something that's going on close to home with them in their life and in their business. And in doing this, they're going to go to Instagram and follow you. They're going to be watching your stuff. They're going to comment, and they're going to see a call to action. They're going to see an offer that you have and be so much more likely to take that next step and get closer to you. And now your sales system, your audience system is doing the hard work and heavy lifting for you, and you're selling one to many before you even know it. Lastly, as you start to show up every single day and you post content, you're going to get people who like, who view, who comment, who react to the things that you are posting. And now this is your opportunity to warm reach out to those prospects. Not every single one of them is going to send you their word. They're not going to send you details to get your case study. They're not going to comment group to get your invite to your group, even though you're going all out and posting your best resources on there. They're not going to subscribe to your email list. They're not going to book a call, the overwhelming majority of them. So when you get comments and likes and interactions and new followers, this is your opportunity to reach out and say, hey, what's up? To say, hey, thank you so much for following. To say, hey, I got your comment on my post, and I just wanted to say that I really appreciated it and wanted to let you know that if you need anything at all, do not hesitate to reach out. Yes, it's really me. Or to say, hey, I was looking at your profile and I think that I can help you. I've got room for 2 more case studies this month, and I really think that this could be the next best step for you with whatever it is you help them with your business, with getting into the best shape you've ever been, to leveling up your energy, to reinventing yourself, to getting 3 to 5 clients in the next 90 days. Are you interested? And you're going to get some people who say no, who ghost you, but you're going to get a percentage of people who say, dude, I was thinking about reaching out to you. Like, this is my sign. What do you got for me? Or they're going to say, hey, that means a lot. No one's ever reached out to me, just said thanks for the comment. I appreciate that. And now you're in a conversation with them. Now you can learn more about them. Now you can ask them what their goals are, what their vision is, what it is they're missing from that, what it is they need most to make that dream real. And when you're talking with someone about what they're wanting, what their intentions are, and you have something that can help them with it, now you're working with the universal powers. Now you're leveraging their inner intention, and now you're leveraging outer intention by mapping yourself to it. And by not talking about yourself and not talking about your program and not super hard selling them at all because they're warm and because you're just asking them about them and you're genuinely curious and interested in your followers and wanting to learn more about them. And when you do that and you make the right invite for where they're at right now, whether it's join your group, subscribe to your podcast, to book a call with you, or to maybe become your next success story, you're also going to get a percentage of people who say, yes, let's do it. And when you start to see how this magically works by showing up every single day and adding value, by optimizing your bio and just being present on social media and leveraging these platforms in the different ways that you have, you build a warm audience of people to interact with, to make your offers and invitations to, and to be getting clients and leads every single day, every single week, and every single month. If you want to know more about this, be sure to head back to episode 74. If you want to know even more about your social funnel and social selling and why this is so important to getting you to 30K a month and why this is the only funnel to focus on before you get to paid traffic, before you get to being fancy. And this is specifically for you if you are in the mode of service and know that coaching is so much more than just getting clients. It's about changing people's lives, and having the simplest way to do that is the biggest win and the easiest way for you to get there. In the next episode of Client by Client, I want to talk about upgrading your number one asset and why it's not what you think. Whenever you are ready, here are 3 ways I can help you grow your online business. First, download your free copy of GetBookedCRM. Coaches, are you still managing your leads and pipeline from Instagram DM, Facebook Messenger, and your email inbox, where you're losing leads in the cracks and leaving a lot of money and clients on the table every single month? That's why I created GetBookedCRM. What started out as a free way for me to manage my pipeline and turn prospects into clients has quickly become a favorite tool of my private students and many members in the Leverage Coach community. Get leads and turn them into clients in half the time, and get it while it's still free. For your free copy now, just find me on Instagram at WhatUpJeremy and send me the letters CRM. Second, join my free group for online coaches. I've got hundreds of coaches from all over the world in varying coaching niches, all implementing my strategies and methods for starting and growing an online business and getting clients consistently. Get access to them, access to me, and access to free resources and trainings to help you get to 15 to 30K a month. For your free invitation now, just find me on Instagram and send me the word group. Lastly, become my next success story. I'm getting a couple coaches together this month to implement my methods and frameworks for injecting a minimum of 15K worth of new clients or doubling your existing client roster base over the next 30, 60, 90 days. But working with the right people is super important to me. So this is only for you. If you are a relationship-focused coach who always puts the human ahead of the money, you've been coaching for at least 6 months to a year, you'd like to get 3 to 5 clients organically every week or month from social media without wasting money and time on paid ads, you have at least 300 friends on a social platform, email list, or Facebook group, you are willing to take bold action because you know that your success depends upon it, and last but most importantly, you can keep a secret. If that's you, I want you to grab your phone right now, tap that Instagram app icon, and find me at WhatUpJeremy. Give me a follow and binge on some content while you're there, and when you're ready, send me the words case study. When you do that, I'll ask you a couple questions about your online business, about your vision for the next 12 months, and then I'll share with you what we have coming up this month in the Get Clients program, how we're already helping students from all over the world, how this program is proven and is the right next step for you, and then we'll identify what part of the program will likely make the biggest impact on your business the soonest. That way you know what to expect. For all the details now, just send me the words case study over on Instagram or wherever you're getting this show. That's it for this episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in the next one. Cheers. All right, team, hope that felt as good for you as it did for me. Back to the grind, back to the day-to-day. Drop me a sunshine emoji in the chat if you made it all the way to the end. That way I know that you made it. That's it for me, guys. See you in the next one. Peace out.